Why Libra is the universe's most fragile creation. They say beauty can be dangerous, but with Libra, beauty is the danger. Because Libra isn't just ruled by Venus, they are Venus in human form, soft, harmonious, magnetic, yet built from the most delicate fragments of chaos. Libra was the universe's attempt at balance, the final breath between light and darkness. But what no one tells you is that balance hurts. It means feeling everything, from both sides, all at once. It means being the peacekeeper in a world that never stops warring. It means wearing grace while your heart quietly fractures beneath the weight of others' expectations. Libra doesn't crave perfection, they become it, because they think it's the only way to be loved. They smooth their edges, silence their storms, smile through every storm just to keep the world around them calm. But inside, there's a quiet breaking, like glass trying to hold sunlight. They were born to weigh the world, every emotion, every choice, every wound, but nobody ever asked who weighs them. Because Libra feels too much. They sense every imbalance in the room, every unspoken word that shifts the air. Their soul was wired to harmonize chaos, but harmony requires sacrifice. So they give and give until they start fading into their own reflection, unsure if they're keeping the peace or just losing themselves in it. Libra's fragility isn't weakness, it's divine, because the universe carved them from contradiction. Half serenity, half storm, half lover, half judge, half heaven, half heartbreak. They walk through life like living poetry, elegant, unbothered, yet always on the edge of breaking from how deeply they feel everything. When Libra falls in love, they don't fall, they merge. Their heart becomes a mirror for the other person's chaos. They absorb their pain, their silence, their scars, trying to turn it all into something beautiful. Because that's what Libra does best. They turn brokenness into art, conflict into conversation, and indifference into devotion. But that's why they shatter so easily. Because no matter how strong their exterior looks, inside they're made of empathy. And empathy burns when it's unreturned. Libra is the zodiac's most fragile creation, not because they're weak, but because they carry the impossible task of holding balance in an unbalanced world. Every smile they give hides 1,000 swallowed truths. Every compromise costs them a little more of their own identity. Sometimes they look into the mirror and dawn it recognize themselves. Too many versions of who they had to become for everyone else. Too many masks, too many it's okays when it wasn't. And yet somehow, they still believe in love, still believe in fairness, still believe that peace is possible. That's what makes them otherworldly. Even after being hurt, they'll still reach for beauty. Even after being betrayed, they'll still believe in connection. Even after being silenced, they'll still speak gently. Because Libra doesn't fight fire with fire, that they fight it with grace. And sometimes, grace hurts more than rage ever could. The universe made Libra fragile so they could understand what the rest of us ignore. That love without empathy is just vanity, and peace without truth is just silence. Libra's fragility is the proof that sensitivity is strength. That to see the world in balance, you must first feel every imbalance within yourself. They are the universe's reminder that equilibrium isn't stillness. It is constant motion, constant awareness, constant forgiveness, and that takes more strength than any battle ever fought. When Libra finally breaks, it's not a scream, it's a sigh, a quiet surrender, the sound of a soul tired of pretending to be light when it's been walking through darkness for too long. But even in that moment, when their scales tip, when their beauty falters, when their calm finally collapses, there's something holy about it. Because even their breaking looks like art. So if you ever meet a Libra, treat them gently. They may look composed, radiant, untouched by chaos, but behind their serenity lives a storm they'll never let you see. They're not fragile because they're weak. They're fragile because they feel. They love without armor. They care without calculation, and they hold the world's pain in hands meant for beauty. Libra is the bridge between heaven and earth, the soft space where understanding meets emotion, where truth meets kindness. But bridges crack when they're walked on too often. So when you love a Libra, remember, they're not asking you to fix them. They're asking you not to add to the weight they already carry. Because when a Libra feels safe, when they finally realize they don't have to keep the peace just to be loved, they become something divine. Not fragile, not broken, but whole, perfectly balanced just as the universe intended. Tell me, can you feel the weight of those invisible scales? Drop your birthday in the comments if you've ever kept the peace while breaking inside.